Hello guys, I'm Roosevelt, and then in this video I'll be showing you how I designed this Independence Day flyer. It's an old flyer that I designed long time ago, and then I want to break it down on this episode of Flyer Design Breakdown. So with this Independence Day flyer, I went with a worksheet size of 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. So that gave me the square worksheet setup. After doing that, I just added a guide of 120. So to add a guide, you just have to go to View, Guides, and then select New Guide Layout, and you can add your guide. So with this old flyer, I went with 120 instead of this one is a recent one that I did, which I used 100. That's why 100 pixels is showing. But then on this very flyer, it's 120 by 120 pixels. Okay, so after doing that, I created a weird shape over here. I don't know what came in mind, but then I just needed a weird shape to start with. So I selected my pen tool. I left click here once, and I clicked here, clicked here and here, and then I closed everything to create this particular shape over here. So once I was done, I just changed its color from black to a color code to a green color code, and the color code is 065F32. So the color code again is 065F32. After doing that, I had to the green shape over here was looking I think it was a bit raw for me. So I had designed a different flyer with this kind of Ghanaian Edinkra symbol. So I used it as a pattern. I just imported it here and then placed it reduce the size. No. So I reduced this opacity to 1%. So it felt like the Edinkra symbols were within this green. You see here is white, so the Edinkra symbols will show. Let me increase the opacity to 100. So this was how the Edinkra symbols was looking. So you can see we have the Jinyame symbol over here. I think I only know of the Jinyame symbol. I don't know of these ones. Okay, so I reduced its opacity to 1%, and I got something like this. So once I was done, I went ahead and then duplicated this, but no, I went ahead and then I drew a different I went ahead and draw a different shape. That one, I went with this same weird shape. I don't know what happened to me that day. So I just selected my pen to left click here once, clicked here, and then click this. And then when I was done, I just closed it. So I had this idea of this part covering it with something like a wavy Ghanaian flag thing over here. So that's the main reason why I went with this kind of shapes. So once I was done, I added a spotlight on top of my symbol and then the green shape over here. So I added it here just to darken the outer part of my green shape, and then also make my symbol, my Edinkra symbols a little bit visible. So once I was done, I had to import my image. So I imported this image. This image is well known and I've forgotten the name. So I imported my image, but then I thought it was a bit dull, so I had to spice it up a little bit. So I added I added a color light. Yeah, so I added let me see, is it an adjustment? Yeah, so I added a color light to it. So with the color light, I think it was the one that I went with was a downloaded one. Like I downloaded it from somewhere, but then I currently don't have it on my machine, so it's not popping up over here. So I went with the color light. Then I added a black and white adjustment because I wanted this part to be black. Yeah, the top part to be black. So after adding the black adjustment layer, I also went ahead and then enhanced the image a little bit by adding a curve adjustment layer and then tweaking it to my liking. So I created this kind of a weird S shape over here with my curve adjustment layer, and I clipped all these adjustments onto my image, this particular image, the freedom and justice image, because I wanted it to affect just the freedom and justice image over here. So once I was done, now it was time for me to import my wavy Ghana flag. So I got this image online, and then it wasn't a cutout image. It was having a white background, so I had to cut out just the Ghanaian flags side from its background. So I did that, and then I placed it at this place. You see here was a bit messy, so I had to cover it. So I used the Ghana flag to cover that part, and after doing that, I needed to make it look like where it is there is some shadow beneath it. So I added a drop down shadow to create this kind of shadow over here. Nice. So once I was done, I had to add some kind of a noise thing to my flyer. Back then I really loved adding this kind of noise thing to my flyer. I don't know, it was cool for me back then, but then now I hardly use it. So I also got this image from online, yeah, Google, and then I added it and changed its blend mode from normal to lighting. So at first this was how it was looking like. So I reduced its opacity to 60 and then the fill to 45. It was looking like this. Then I went ahead and then changed its blend mode from normal to well, I think light, yeah, lighting. Nice. So once I was done, I added my effects again. And if you've been following my channel, this particular series, you know that in the first episode of this series, I told you guys how I came about with this effect. Yeah, so I just added my effect over here, and then I grouped everything and named it background. So with my background too, I added some kind of pattern at first. Yeah, so I added some weird pattern to it. I just selected it, clicked here, and then just went with pattern overlay. And I went with you see, with this pattern overlay here, it's the name was it looks like in the olden days we had this kind of telly, those black and white telly. It has some weird I don't know whether it's called signal or something. No, I don't think so it's called signal, but if like it's some TV pattern, I don't know if you get me. So I use that and then I reduce the opacity. Unfortunately, I don't have it installed on my MacBook here, so I can't actually open it. Yeah, so I added that kind of TV, let's say TV noise pattern or TV signal pattern to it. Yeah. So after working on my background, I needed to add my text. So to do that, I went ahead and then I added the text Happy Independence Day. So with this text, I think I went with the Gotham Black. Yeah, I went with the Gotham Black and with a size of 42, and everything was set to caps. So once I was done, I added my logo on top of it, and then I changed its color to match this yellow or gold color in the Ghanaian flag. So once I was done, I just grouped it and named it Independence Day. Then I added the year. So back then, I think that time Ghana was 65 years. So I added the 65 over here, like this part. I thought this part was a bit left out, so I had to add something there. So I added this 65 thing over here. So maybe someone might be wondering what's within this group, the 65 years group. So with this, I have the years text over here. So with the years text, I just added a drop shadow to it, and with the age, that's the 65 over here. I think I got this particular text from Freepik. It was a 3D text effect. So when you double click it, you can get access to change. Then I have this. I added these lights to it. These are the small lights over here. The small lights over here. Then I added this kind of effect. Yeah, okay, so this is the 3D itself. I know you can just change it here. So once I was done, I had to spice it up with this particular color. I used this concept on a flyer that I designed for the very first Ghana Photographers Award organized by a certain company. I've forgotten the company's name. So I had to just copy and paste it and then just align it well with my design, and then I change its blend. So this is the green part. At first it was black, so I had to change it to green. And then this is where the light thing is coming from. Yeah, so that's how come I was able to add this 65 color, the 65 years over here. That was a long time ago. So this isn't a current flyer, it's an old flyer that I am breaking it down. So after doing that, I grouped this side and then named it 65 years. Then I selected the 65 years group and then the Happy Independence Day group, and grouped them and then named them info. Once I was done, I had to add my social media handles. So I went ahead and then added my social media handles at the top right corner of my design. Okay guys, so this is how come I was able to design this beautiful Happy Independence Day flyer in Adobe Photoshop. If you really enjoyed this video, kindly like, comment, and also share with others. And if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so. See you in the next video.